Welcome back to Not So Pro Packer Talk, where we only talk about the Packers. Today, we're going to be talking about how the Green Bay Packers can make the playoffs. And playoffs, you say? Why are we talking about playoffs?
Uh, Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Guys, at the end of the day, this is a Green Bay Packers show, and most of you guys who watch the show are Green Bay Packers fans. And as Green Bay Packers fans, we have to remain faithful. We have to stay hopeful that we can still be a good team and make the playoffs. We've seen this team down in the dirt before. We've seen them risen to the occasion before. We see them run the table. We've seen RELAX, relax from Aaron Rodgers. We know we can do this before. Now, those were under a different head coach, Mike McCarthy, and the whole different team. Our team is completely different from what it was back then. So it's not really fair for me to say that, oh, we can just do it again because we've done it before. Our team's completely different. But at the end of the day, the identity of the Green Bay Packers is still there, and I still believe we can run the table. We still can do this. So today we're going to be talking about how is it possible, basically. How are we going to do it? So let's go right ahead and break it down. So this is a playoff predictor of like how the Packers get in with each scenario as the Packers win, as other teams lose. How does our chances change? So right now we have a 5% chance of making the playoffs, a 5% chance. Now, basically, if we win out, then we have a chance of making the playoffs. If we beat the Rams, we beat the Dolphins, we beat the Vikings, we beat the Lions, we rise up to a 56% chance. Now, if we lose one of these games, any one basically, our chances absolutely are just ruined. All right? It doesn't matter how do you put it. There's technically a chance if the Packers lose one of these games, we can still make the playoffs, but the scenario is just so crazy, so far out there that it's just not going to be possible. So the Packers have to win out if they want to make the playoffs. That's the step one, the hardest thing to do. That's what we have to do. We have a 58% chance if we win all these games. So we're going to be going down week to week. How do the Packers get there? The biggest things we have to watch out for is the Seahawks, the Giants, the Commanders, and the Lions. Those are the four teams that can potentially mess us up. So those are the four teams we'll be watching out for. So first one, 49ers versus Seahawks. I think the 49ers are going to win this game, and this was going to start the Seahawks' downfall. So with a Packer win and 49ers, with a Packers winning out and the 49ers taking this win, we go up to 66% chance of winning or making the playoffs. Other thing is the Lions versus the Jets versus the Lions. If the Jets win that, then we rise up to 67. If the Commanders beat the Giants, then we raise up to 68 right there. So those are the three things that we need to happen in Week 15. Packers win, Commanders win, Jets win, and then 49ers win. So let's go 49ers on Thursday. Looking forward to that. That's the most upcoming game. And then against the Dolphins, we got to win this. This is going to be a hard Christmas game for us. Dolphins are a really good team. This is going to be our hardest test of seeing if we are ready to run the table and make a run for the playoffs. But big things we need to happen here is we actually have to root for the Vikings. This is disgusting. I hate this so much. But we need the Vikings to beat the Giants. So Vikings beat the Giants, and our chances absolutely shoot up with the Giants getting 2 losses there. 84% chance of us making the playoffs. And then Chiefs beat the Seahawks. That rises up to 88%, to 87%. Chiefs, they are a very good team, just like the Seahawks playing the Niners. This is why I think that the Seahawks start rolling down the hill and miss out on the playoffs. And then another thing, we're rooting for the Niners again. This is so weird. We're rooting for the Vikings and the Niners. I really do not like this. If the 49ers beat the Commanders, we're going to rise up to 89% chance. So those are the 4 things that we need to happen in Week 16. So keep watch out for those matchups right there. Next week, we have the Vikings. This is where we don't root for the Vikings. We need the Packers to win in Lambeau against the Vikings. We haven't played them since week 1, where they absolutely demolished us. But in my opinion, and it's been my opinion since since the offseason, is we're going to lose one against the Vikings and we're going to win in Lambeau. I thought we were going to lose in week 1, and I was right, and I still believe that Packers can win. I do not think, as the bad as the Packers may get, I do not think the Vikings sweep us. So I see the Packers winning in this game. And then we need the Browns to win. I don't like that one. I don't like rooting for Deshaun Watson. And then we need the Colts to win. And if we do that, and if we win this game against the Lions, because before that we have a 65% chance. If the Packers win against the Lions, then we jump up to a 99% chance of making the playoffs. So to go over all that again, so this is where we're starting at 5%. Packers beat the Rams, then the Niners beat the Seahawks, Jets beat the Lions, and then the Commanders beat the Giants. And then Packers beat the Dolphins. We're up to 23%. Vikings beat the Giants. Chiefs beat the Seahawks. Panthers beat the Lions. 33%. And then Packers beat the Vikings. Browns beat the Commanders. Colts beat the Giants. Bears beat the Lions. 72% chance. And Jets beat the Seahawks, etc. Those are the important games. And then week 18, Packers beat the Lions. It's done deal. Packers have made the playoffs. That's all we need. We don't need anything else to happen. Now, if some of these other things don't happen, like let's say the Seahawks win this game or Commanders win here, then there's other scenarios out there. There's thousands of scenarios where different things happen. Then over here, Giants win this one, and then Eagles beat them in the next week. There's ways we can flex this around. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the Packers just need to win out, and then we can do a lot of different things as far as everything else. Most important thing, Packers need to win out, and then you just need the Niners to win, the Vikings to win a few games, etc., etc. Lions to lose. We just need the Lions, the Seahawks, the Giants, and Commanders to lose those games in order for the Packers to make the playoffs. At the end of the day, this is not going to be easy. The Packers have to want it. If the Packers want to do this, they have to want it. They have to want it more than any other teams. Everybody's making a playoff push right now. They're not playing over pushover teams. The Rams are have the quarterback Baker Mayfield now. They're not a pushover team anymore, in my opinion. They're a good team, but I don't think they can beat the Packers. And then we face the Dolphins, who are a very good team. They've been on a losing streak as of lately, but I still think they're a very good team, and we play them at their field. It is a Christmas day. It's going to be a hot Christmas. That's going to be a hard game. And then we got the Vikings, not an easy team to beat. I trash on them a lot, but at the end of the day, they play better than us right now. That's just a fact. I don't think they're very good, but they play better than us right now. We got to be the better team that day. And then we had to close it out against the Lions. And the Lions beat us last year in week 18. We did sit our starters, but at the end of the day, they beat us that week. We can't let that happen again. We got to close out the season. We cannot let Dan Campbell of the Lions ruin the Packers season. Absolutely not. But as I said, the Packers have been here before. We've won out before. We can do it again. So, the moral of this video, at the end of the day, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. Let's go, baby. That's how we end this video. The Packers are on their way to the Super Bowl. They will not lose again for the rest of this season. That is my bold prediction. But seriously, thank you guys for watching this video. At the end of the day, this is a long shot, but I believe in the Packers, and I think they can do it.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
If you guys think I'm right, the Packers are going to make the playoffs, let me know down in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear what scenarios you think is going to happen. I know it's a long shot, but I believe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to Not So Pro Football Talk, where you can find everything Not So Pro. And we put out a lot of good content. We're reacting to live games. I'm going to be reacting to this Rams game live. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Check us out on all social medias, on Twitter, TikTok, etc. Find us all on all the links down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. So I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack Go.